Hello, everyone, and kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Army Black Knights return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. To the air, it's Daly. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the option. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. The Black Knights are marching down the field. From the gun, the ground game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. A linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. Quarterback keeper. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Army.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. He'll take it himself. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And here comes the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking to throw, it's Daly. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And now this offense will take the field again. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. At the 30. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The option look. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Here's the handoff. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. To the air, it's Daly. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Daly. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. A designed run for the quarterback. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Offense in an empty set. On second down, just keeps firing. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. This offense doing business in the red zone. Looking to go up top on first down. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. This is a designed run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Big fullback's got it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Let's see what they've got on second down. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Daly. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. Oh, he dropped it!
It's so hard to force.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. On the option. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires toward the target. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his man down the middle. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Dwight L. Perry Stadium.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Quarterback will keep it. Keeps the legs moving.
Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now, he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
On the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Those third and medium calls needed 4 there, and they got it using the quick passing game.
And I think, Reese, on those third and short situations, I think you also know the ball's going to come out quickly. And you got to take away that quick stuff right now. But the QB gets the football, immediately sees the slant, easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the fullback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Here comes the option. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Black Knights will punt this one away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Now on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Quarterback keeps it. Got the 1st down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. On the option. He'll toss it. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. On the move. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Michigan is just getting blown off the field right now. We've been watching big games in the big house forever, and I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 28 to Texas.
Breaks the tackle.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the move, it's Robinson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Quickly complete. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll run the option. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This offense has a second down play. They'll run the option. Quick toss. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Three-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They'll run it on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now it's second and goal. The option look. Touchdown, Black Knights! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. Goes to the option. The pitch. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's loose. Inside the 30. The 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. The give to the fullback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And now on 3rd down after that last run. To the air, it's Daly. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Black Knights send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot, and it's blocked. What a huge play. He's hauled down at the 24-1. A big play by this punt block unit. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game one, now a touchdown catch in game two. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll try the run. Got room at the 35. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Dropping back, it's Daly. Using the quick game. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Gets it out fast. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll ride his man on the option. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the option. Kept it on the ground on third down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. They'll run the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Army!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. The back goes in motion. To throw, it's Daly. Getting some heat. Using his feet to buy time. And he can't get it away. The sack, keeping this offense from taking the lead. almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd down, going up top. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here's the return. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Using his feet. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Turns it on in midfield. Nothing but green ahead. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the second level, getting hats on hats at linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physicality.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone. Welcome, everyone. FAMU will kick it off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Weeks. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. So FIU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. FIU pushing tempo. They move the tight end all over. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that pass is intercepted. Into the spin cycle and forward. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll run the option. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Florida International offense is back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions with C-zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. FIU pushing tempo. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Coming after it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up 14 over Ball State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. All wideouts, no backs. They'll throw it on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Offense in a split backfield. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. FIU pushing tempo.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
That's caught. It's Owens. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 4 wide receivers on second and short, guys. A whole playbook at their disposal. The play action fake. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Owens. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about it as a defensive player. Man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look. He'll toss it. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? And the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if he can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Back to throw, it's Jenkins. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Claiborne. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. The aerial assault continues. Time to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. This time he's got it.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They'll throw it on 1st down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. They bring the punter onto the field now. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Looking left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Wants to throw on first down. Snags it down the right side. Can anyone catch it? Touchdown, Panthers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over UTSA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on first down from the 28. He wants to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He wants to throw here on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll throw on third and short. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's going to pass. The quick out. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Gets it out quickly. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Going up top on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. This one's complete. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason.
Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, Rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. FIU pushing tempo. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Now the play fake. Trying to get to it. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They want to run this quarterback.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Goes to the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Now on the move. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. This quarterback part of their running game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it to the back. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Got it past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Fast motion from the offense. On the option. Now the toss. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. The specialty unit on the field. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. FIU pushing tempo. Looking for room. It's Owens. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. Pocket starts to collapse. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got great speed. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Looking to throw for it. They're working that left side. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your...
And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over LSU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. Looking for space. It's Owens. Discards a man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. FIU will line up the punt. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. First down here for the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Calls his own number. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. They'll go to the ground. Oh, what a cut! And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The give headed toward right tackle. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. He's looking to pass. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect.
He's got it inside the 25. And it's in there for a touchdown. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Florida International offense is back on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. And, man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense made the...
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring. He's got it down the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. FIU pushing tempo.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You've got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. A run for the quarterback. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Motion from the offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback will audible. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeper. Keeps it and gets the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. With the clock running, this should be the final play. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the Yukon Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, a squad looking to put on a show. Kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Yukon Huskies offense will start this game off. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you had all day to stew on it, get excited, and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
They'll need about 6 here on 2nd down from the 20. To the air, it's Fagnano. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And guys, this 3rd and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of... And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Yukon will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He gets a block. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. And that pass picked off.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get to your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. You try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Yukon going back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got it.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass. It's Fagnano. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. He'll bring it back. It's Tomlinson. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wide out in motion. Here comes the option. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. What a snag by the defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming very good.
UConn going back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and made. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. He'll take it himself. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. He's back to throw on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. A designed run for the quarterback. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This is a designed run.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. They're trying to get to it. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. The UConn offense goes back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Caught over the middle. It's Sheffield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw. It's Fagnano. Got his man on the right. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down play from the gun. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. And it's in for a touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this in running back that can play wide receiver, who can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Makes his connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. It'll be a draw. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. UConn will have to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Tomlinson. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Caught behind the line. It's Bell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run the counter.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. He'll do it himself. Makes it past the marker. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Huskies have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Hansen. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. UConn is now threatening in the red zone. The give. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Bowling Green may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Perry Stadium every time. The Falcons have been racking up road wins since the Urban Meyer days, and they get another one today. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on second and long from the 11. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A little release to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The UConn offense goes back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
It'll be a run on third and short. He breaks the tackle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. UConn will have to punt it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll throw it on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quarterback keeps it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quick strike complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Move the chains with that completion now on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Open space at the 25. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Looking to throw it again. They're bringing heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll immediately call timeout. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He's got it. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So an 82-yard drive there, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Back to pass, it's Fagnano. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tomlinson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Makes his man miss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. On first down from their own 22. He's going to pass. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pulls his way forward. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got a man. It's Weeks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking for a man on second down. He's got his man. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Now the toss. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. He's right downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he's in for the touchdown. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Coleman. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The lone back's got it. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And when you turned on the tape of this guy last week, man, you saw play after play, and he had 3 sacks last week. This week, he's already got his second. He has been flying all over the field.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. The give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Bell. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. UConn will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch, called for and made. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
How big can this be for this offense, taking advantage of the turnover and starting with the 1st and goal? Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll go to the counter. And they swarm him under. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got his man. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Floats it out in space. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On the move. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Right down the middle. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Looking for a man. It's Fagnano. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. On target.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the ball is picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Offense set on 1st down. On the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grabs it in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll pitch it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
To the air, it's Fagnano. And the ball is intercepted. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Offense in an empty set. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Coastal Carolina has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up 14 over Virginia. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Myers to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On second down, wants to throw it. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. And it's knocked away. Up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Quick pass on the jet motion. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Fast motion from the offense. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Pulls and fires complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They're facing a 3rd down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know